Chiefs Kingdom, we just got a fantastic injury update about wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster. Also, Isaiah Pacheco and Charles Omenihu are back at practice. Find out all the injury updates coming up next. Welcome back, everybody, to the KC Sports Report. I'm your host, Michael Darcy, and today I'm going to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs injury report. We just got a tweet from Matt McMullen, who is the Chiefs beat reporter, saying that everybody will practice for the Chiefs today, per Coach Reid. That includes Charles Omenihu, Isaiah Pacheco, who will gradually be worked in, although Reid added it is unlikely either will play on Sunday. Sunday is a massive game for this Chiefs team. They face off against a hated AFC rival in the Buffalo Bills, but I wasn't expecting Isaiah Pacheco or Charles Omenihu to play this week. I think that's probably going to be, next week. But the fact that they're back at practice, getting those reps in, that is a very encouraging sign. But the real news in this video is that wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster is probably going to play on Sunday. From the report from Matt McMullen, he said that everybody is practicing for the Chiefs. Everybody includes Juju Smith-Schuster. And James Palmer, at James Palmer TV on Twitter, said that he had a strong feeling that Juju Smith-Schuster was going to play on Sunday, and this was yesterday. He said this yesterday, even before we got the news that Isaiah Pacheco and Charles Omenihu were back at practice. And he didn't think that Omenihu or Pacheco was going to play this Sunday, which I think is very realistic, but he did predict that Juju Smith-Schuster would suit up for the Chiefs on Sunday. And so that's kind of what I'm of the mindset of. I think that since he's practicing on Wednesday, he's more than likely going to play, which is a massive boost for this Chiefs wide receiver room. You finally have somebody else outside of DeAndre Hopkins and Xavier Worthy. And Juju Smith-Schuster was pretty good this season. He got cut by the New England Patriots earlier this offseason. The Chiefs took a flyer on a guy that knew the offense, and you saw him go off against the New Orleans Saints where he had like 100 plus yards and just dominated. And while I don't think that he is somebody that could do that on a consistent basis, he just makes the floor of your wide receiver room much higher, because he is a much more capable wide receiver than a Mecole Hardman or a Justin Watson or even a Justin Ross. Justin Ross had to play some substantial snaps against the Broncos. I don't want to see that. I think that if the Chiefs could swap out Justin Ross for Juju Smith-Schuster, your team is overall better. And listen, Chiefs Kingdom, we're going to need every ounce of offensive help we can get against this Buffalo Bills team that is going to come out swinging. They have just about every reason in the world to beat this Chiefs team because the Chiefs have embarrassed them in the playoffs 3 times. And so usually the Bills win this regular season matchup and the Chiefs end up winning when it matters. But this game could control a lot of the AFC, playoff seeding. If the Chiefs win, they've got a substantial lead on everybody. I'm talking Buffalo. I'm talking Baltimore. I mean, just anybody you could mention. The Texans, they're not even close. If the Chiefs win this game, they will lock up the 1 seed. And so from that perspective, this is a must win, because while you could still get the number 1 seed, and you probably still would get the number 1 seed if you lost on Sunday, why even risk it? Why not just go out, handle business against a Buffalo Bills team that I think is good, but they're not better than the Chiefs? And so I think that there's going to be an extra incentive to go out there and beat Buffalo in the regular season when there really hasn't been that in the past. So it's all hands on deck this weekend. And so Juju Smith-Schuster being back on this team and playing is a massive addition. And so Chiefs Kingdom, I want to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments below. What do you think of Juju Smith-Schuster returning to this team? Do you think he's going to have a massive impact in his first game back? I don't know if he's going to have a huge impact, but Juju Smith-Schuster playing is going to make it even harder for Buffalo to defend DeAndre Hopkins and Travis Kelce and Xavier Worthy. And I've seen a lot of Buffalo fans that are pretty confident in their defense going up against this Chiefs offense. I think that's a mistake. I think this Chiefs offense is just waiting to explode, and you're going to see a heavy dose of Kareem Hunt in this game. And guys, we're just weeks away, probably next week, 2 weeks at the latest, from Isaiah Pacheco joining this offense, creating that 1-2 punch with Hunt and Pacheco. Then you get Charles Omenihu back to the defensive line. I mean, guys, this team is coming together. The Chiefs are starting to add all of the pieces back to this team at the right time to three-peat, and that's a scary thought. The Buffalo Bills are going to play a Chiefs team without one of their starting defensive ends, without their starting running back, and I still think the Chiefs are better. And I know that Buffalo's got some injuries that, they're still nursing guys back to health, but that's the NFL. If you're not hurt at this point in the season, you're not playing football correctly. And so injuries are part of the game, but Juju Smith-Schuster coming back is a big addition to this offense. And I think that Mahomes trusts Schuster. There is a trust built within those two. They have chemistry. And why are we not going to see that in this big game that could have major playoff implications down the line? And so I absolutely think that Juju Smith-Schuster is going to get a couple targets in this game. Now, again, this is all assuming that he plays, but if he's practicing on Wednesday, if everybody on this Chiefs team is practicing outside of Isaiah Pacheco and Charles Omenihu, I expect you to play. There is no reason that if you're practicing on Wednesday, barring any injury on Thursday or Friday, that you shouldn't be able to play come Sunday. And especially in a game of this magnitude where it's all hands on deck. Because just winning this game in Buffalo could mean getting the 1 seed or potentially not getting the 1 seed. Or if you win this week, you might be able to rest your starters in like week 16 or 17. And that would be a huge thing for this Chiefs team. And I think that in the past, they haven't needed this game, and they still don't need this game, but it would be a big get if they could find a way to go on the road in Buffalo and steal one from the Buffalo Bills. Now, I will say that I don't really care. Like, I know I just talked about how important this game was and how it's big for the playoff seeding. The Chiefs can lose this game and be just all right. We know this. The Chiefs have lost to the Buffalo Bills in the regular season, and come postseason time, we've seen a very different result. And I think that's because the Chiefs don't show their hand in the regular season. They're just a very different team come postseason, and they do that by design. But before we go any further, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of this video, the Rice Real Estate Group. Welcome to the Rice Real Estate Group, Kansas City's premier partner in real estate. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, you'll receive a tailored experience designed just for you. Specializing in residential, commercial, and investment properties, the dedicated team over at the Rice Real Estate Group helps guide you through every transaction, including navigating those short, complex sales. With a commitment to personal one-on-one service, they will ensure that you are supported every step of the way. You can achieve your goals with expertise, care, and a customized approach that truly makes a difference. Ready to make your next move? The Rice Real Estate Group is here to make it happen. For more information, call 816-819-9333. So Chiefs Kingdom, I want to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments below. What do you think of Juju Smith-Schuster playing this Sunday against the Buffalo Bills in a massive primetime, I guess it's at 3:30, but a primetime game between two of the best teams in the AFC? What is it going to be like to have Juju Smith-Schuster in this game? I want to hear from you guys. What do you think he's going to do? Do you think he's going to have a massive game where he gets 8 or 9 catches and goes for a $110, $120, and a couple touchdowns? Or is it going to take him maybe a couple weeks to get integrated back into this offense? Either way, I still think that having Juju in this game, even if he's a glorified decoy, is a massive thing. And so I think that we're starting to see this Chiefs team get healthier, and that is a huge, huge thing. So Chiefs Kingdom, that is all I have for this video. If you guys liked it, hit that like button and subscribe for more of the best Chiefs content on YouTube. I've been pushing stuff out each and every single day, and if you guys support that, hit that subscribe button and share it so more Chiefs fans can find it. Go follow me on social media, at @TheMichaelDarcy on Twitter, at KC Sports Report on Twitter as well, and Instagram and TikTok, KC_Sports Report. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching this video, and go Chiefs!